Right when I wake up in the morning, till I lay my head to rest, I am blessed, I am blessed. And I really am.
So did you remove and replace other airplane parts when you were working there? Did you remove and replace any rudders or any ailerons?
We sure did.
Wings, and propellers, all that stuff?
That's right, exactly. Now, this depot that took care of them, let them come back, shot up, we'd take them off, and they'd take them up there, bring down another one, and the airplanes made by several different people here in the United States, and they weren't always the same color. And you'd wind up, some of them weren't even painted, some of them were still aluminum colored, you know. But they would bring you out a wing tip or even big part to the wing. They'd bring it out, and it wouldn't match the airplane. It'd be a different color lots of times.
Oh, really? And you'd put it on?
We'd put it on.
Did you ever fly any of those airplanes?
Yeah, 3 lieutenants school with 2 British Wrens, and wanted to fly my airplane. And I said, all right. But he went down there with them 2 women, and after we were flying around a little bit, the co-pilot went down there and let me get up in his seat, and I didn't do it fly. I just sat there in his seat and flew around a while. Well, one time the pilot told me to pull the wheel back until it dropped off. You know, B-17 won't go straight up. You're at a certain point it'll drop.
Right.
And when it did, he took over.
Huh. That was probably a stall then. You probably pulled it up into a stall, didn't you?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. And you'd never flown a plane before, and he asked you to do that?
Well, with my education, I knew all of airplanes.
Right.
You know, I was ground engineer, but I could. Anybody that was an AM could go as a flight engineer. The only difference in combat, you got to be a gunner, which I wasn't. You know, they besides going to A&M school, they had to go to a gunnery school because you got a top turret gun that moves around and around with two guns that stick out, and they curve up, you know, and they can shoot at German airplanes. They shot down a lot of German airplanes because they were loaded. They had a nose turret with 2 guns, and that's called chin turret. And the in-flight engineer had 2 guns, and then on each waist had 2 guns, 6-8, and then we had a ball turret down underneath there, and then there was two guns in the rear. That's 10 or 12 guns it does. And they shot down by 3 German pilots.
Did you ever get any German planes strafing your airfield there?
We would run the engines up, check it out, and this German airplane come straight at us. It was straight, run out shooting, and there was 1 or 2 bullets went under our wing and bounced back up and made holes in the bottom of our wing. Right there in that same airplane I was sitting in. The holes had to be patched.
But that didn't happen when you were in it.
Yeah, I was in the airplane. Right there on the ground.
Oh, you were sitting in the airplane?
I was sitting in the airplane right there on the ground.
And
I could see him coming right towards me. Boy, it looked like he was really coming towards me. But he was off to the right, just 20 feet, you know.
But he got some bullets into your wings?
They hit the concrete and then bounced back up into the wing.
So they...
Up to the bottom side of the wing.
They bounced into the bottom side of the wing. Did they get it? But your plane wasn't running. You were just sitting in it.
Well, no, we wasn't going anywhere. We'd run the engines up one at a time and check the mags. And then, well, even before you get in, you've got to push. It's got 3 pops. You got to push them through 9 times. All 4 engines. either by yourself or with help. A lot of times, two of them, you push them through and count them,
Right.
just in case there's some oil in the bottom of
Right.
the cylinders. Every one of them cylinders has to be moved to the top.
Right. To prevent
That's the first thing you do, and then you get in there.
prevent hydraulic lock when he goes to starting it up, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you go in there and you start it and you check the mags. You'll do all this prior to sending a fighter pilot into it. Is that what you guys did sometimes?
Well, prior to them prior to the 10-man crew coming out and taking over.
I see.
But yeah, you do that before the crew comes out.
10-man crew in those airplanes, huh?
10-man crew.
10-man crew. And so you were you just working one day in the normal course of your business?
Yeah.
And these German planes came along and started.
Just that one German plane.
Just that one plane came over and strafed the field, and
yeah.
You didn't know he was coming.
No, it sure didn't. No warning at all. It happened several different times, but usually it was just we one German plane.
But your plane was running at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if one of those bullets went in the wrong spot, either it could have killed you or it could have caused the plane to explode.
It could have killed me. It could have, if he'd been had a good aim, he could have killed me.
Could have easily started a fire, right?
He could have started a fire, but he didn't do either one.
Hit the fuel tank. Were the fuel tanks in the wings?
They're in the wing. Yeah.
They're in the wings, and bullets went into the wing, but they didn't get the fuel tank. Did you have to repair the damage to the wings on that plane?
It had to be. Well, I think it went not out right then. It went out on a mission that day, but when it came back, well, it had to be repaired.
They sent it out on a mission with bullet holes in the wings?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Jeez.
Yeah. He was telling me some stuff too. You missed it.
Well, bullets wouldn't make much of a hole, you know.
No.
A couple of bullets.
No, that's no big deal. But they could have messed up with the linkage in the ailerons or the flaps or something in there.
But it could have, but it didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever see any of them? Was that
Buzz bombs.
Yeah, yeah.
We called them. Yeah, I saw a few of them. The very first ones made an awful lot of noise. But we said these first things, we said they sounded like a bunch of putt-putts going over.
Putt-putts.
But later on they got to be silent. And when he turned the landing lights on, one of them bombs went right through our landing
Buzz
lights.
bombs. Is that right?
Went right through our landing lights. We could see.
Man.
Well, they were set to go to London, and we was on the way.
Yeah.
Some sort. Where they were.
Yeah, they were the V1 flying bombs, the buzz bombs.
Yeah.
I checked.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody else was telling me about that from the Elks. I got a picture here.
When you got out of the service, you didn't stay in the airplane repair business at all?
It was greasy work, and in England it's damp all the time, and your oil got in your pores, and somehow I just wanted out of it.
Right, I don't blame you.
And well, it's a personal thing, you know, because a lot of people did stay in, and I probably made a mistake, but you know, looking back at what's behind don't make any difference. But I had gone to work at a good job, and when American Airlines moved from Fort Worth, Texas to Tulsa, and I had, well, before I had gone out there when I was unemployed and put an application in anywhere I could think of. But I'd been working 6 weeks or so when they called and asked me to come in for an interview, and I didn't go. I am blessed, every day of my life I am blessed, I am blessed, from the time I wake up till I lay my head to rest, I am blessed.
What a great song.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful. When's your birthday, Uncle Luther?
November the 13th, 1918.
I had a...
That's 93, then it'll be 94 in November.
94 in November.
Yeah.
It's awesome.